first task all cyber threat intelligence teams must do is define intelligence requirements. But what are intelligence requirements? How do I create them? And what is the difference between a good and bad intelligence requirement? Let's explore this fundamental pillar of all successful cyber threat intelligence programs and get you creating great ones. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, my name is Adam and I teach everything about cyber threat intelligence. I've helped build CTI teams, refine processes, and train clients on best practices. An important step in creating any CTI team is defining your intelligence requirements. Without them, you are just stumbling around in the dark without a flashlight. Don't worry. In this video, I will teach you what intelligence requirements are, the different types, and how you can get started creating good ones. Let's start by first coming up with a good definition for what an intelligence requirement actually is. Intelligence is collected, processed, and analyzed information about an entity you are in competition with. In cyber threat intelligence, the competitive entity is someone who may affect your organization's security, and the intelligence you gather about them provides you with insights in how to defend yourself. Intelligence requirements are the insights you seek to gain about a competitive entity. They guide your intelligence process. The finished intelligence you produce should satisfy the requirements you outlined when you began your process. The simplest definition of an intelligence requirement is from Robert M. Lee, founder of Dragos. He says that an intelligence requirement is a knowledge gap that needs addressing to enable action. I like this definition. It strips down all the cyber buzzwords and focuses on the key elements. You have a gap that needs to be filled to inform a decision. Find information that helps you do that. Intelligence requirements should be simple, focused, and support a single decision that a key stakeholder needs to make. This stakeholder could be a member of the security operations team who is triaging an incident, or an executive who needs intelligence to make an informed strategic decision about future security investments. Although the decisions these two people make are very different, they both require clear and concise intelligence requirements to be defined. This brings us to the key features of intelligence requirements. Firstly, they should be visible to everyone. Everyone on your team and the consumer of the intelligence you generate should know the intelligence requirements you aim to fulfill. This ensures everyone understands what is expected of the intelligence generated. Next, they should be focused. Your intelligence requirements should focus on specific events, facts, or activities rather than being ambiguous, like, will we be phished? Ensure your intelligence requirements answer a single question. Next, they should be directed by the consumers. The people consuming the intelligence requirements you generate should have direct input into the intelligence requirements you define. The consumers know what knowledge gaps need to be filled. You are the guiding hand to ensure that requirements are good, like ensuring students create smart goals at school. Next, intelligence requirements need to be simple and support single decisions. The requirements you define should answer single, well-defined knowledge gaps that help a decision maker answer a single question. What are Threat Actor X's current file system indicators? Is Actor Y targeting the US healthcare industry? Is Actor Z currently active? There are two main types of intelligence requirements: General Intelligence Requirements, or GIRs. These are your organization's ongoing and standing information needs. They are usually broad in scope and encompass a wide range of topics. They may focus on business, technology, past incidents, or geopolitics. They are the ongoing requirements that your CTI team must fulfill. The second type is Priority Intelligence Requirements, or PIRs. These are intelligence requirements that are mission critical. They are key to your organization's security success and will change based on the need to address immediate threats or situations. Your team may receive a PIR from the incident response team regarding additional IOCs to hunt for if a malware outbreak occurs. PIRs should be bound to specific events or times, focusing only on critical needs. Priority intelligence requirements are often initiated by a consumer contacting the CTI team directly when a new threat, risk, or incident emerges. It is up to the CTI team to assess if this new event is mission critical and should be considered a priority intelligence requirement. If it is, make sure you communicate this with key decision makers and make sure everyone buys into the requirement. Now you know what intelligence requirements are, just knowledge gaps you want to fill. Let's look at why it's so important you get them right. Intelligence requirements are your CTI team's Rosetta Stone. They should guide your threat intelligence processes and help navigate you through the tricky waters of the CTI lifecycle. Here are some of the important roles they play. Firstly, they help you make informed decisions. Intelligence requirements guide the collection phase of the CTI lifecycle. They act as a signpost telling you what information you need to find. All intelligence requirements ask a specific question you need to generate intelligence to answer. By going through the CTI lifecycle, you can provide key decision makers with answers to these questions, allowing them to make an informed decision backed by the data. This minimizes uncertainty and ambiguity. They can also empower you to prioritize your resources and team's efforts. Establishing clear intelligence requirements will help you allocate resources effectively. If you need to collect data about domains to fulfill an intelligence requirement, you can focus your collection on domain-related data sources like network flow logs, web application firewall logs, or external threat data providers like Censys for URLs. This enables you to save time and money by investing in data sources relevant to the intelligence needs rather than blindly collecting data. Intelligence requirements also highlight your organization's current security capabilities to management. Executives can see what the organization prioritizes to defend itself from cyber threats, what technologies are being used, and the value these technologies deliver. An intelligence requirement that is being addressed or a new one that needs to be created might need a new tool, technology, or data source. Management can judge based on existing intelligence requirements if they want to make this investment. Intelligence requirements allow you to say, I can defend against these threats. More investment would allow me to defend against those ones. Intelligence requirements don't just help with allocating resources, they can also help with strategic planning. Well-defined requirements allow you to align your intelligence operations with your organization's strategic business goals. This supports long-term strategic planning, including investment, defense strategies, and combating emerging threats. Intelligence requirements are vital to ensure you don't just focus on the immediate threats, but also have the capability to address the evolving threat landscape. Perhaps the greatest benefit intelligence requirements can provide is getting everyone on the same page. To create good intelligence requirements, you need to collaborate with the consumer of the intelligence you generate. This could be other teams or departments in your organization, such as the SOC, the incident response team, or even the marketing and branding team. You need to walk in their shoes and understand their pain points, needs, and use cases to generate good intelligence requirements that help them do their job better. This forces teams to collaborate and act cohesively, improving security overall. Don't make intelligence requirements without consulting the consumer of your intelligence. Doing intelligence for the CTI team negates the value that intelligence can bring to the entire organization. Even the marketing and branding team can get value from intelligence. What are our customers or clients saying about our brand? Or is anyone trying to impersonate our brand? So now you know what intelligence requirements are and how they can benefit you. Let's take a look at how you can actually make them. You can create intelligence requirements in 3 simple steps. First, you need to determine who you will generate intelligence for, your consumers. This could be technical teams like security operations or incident response, or non-technical teams like branding and marketing. It could even include executives on the board. Once you know who you will generate intelligence for, you can sit with the consumer and determine their intelligence needs. Their needs come from what knowledge gaps they need fulfilling, what pain points they need easing, and any use cases that can be enhanced with intelligence. Try to spend time with each consumer to understand their workflows and where intelligence might help them. After identifying knowledge gaps, you need to create intelligence requirements that fill these gaps. You can present a list of intelligence requirements you created to the consumer and then work with them to refine them into good intelligence requirements. Make sure your requirements focus on a specific fact, event, or activity, answer a single question to support a single decision, and are falsifiable. This sounds simple, but how do you know what you create is actually any good? You, not the consumer, are responsible for driving the creation of good requirements. The consumer can come to you with a list of pain points or use cases, but you are responsible for filtering and refining these into good intelligence requirements. To help you get started, here is 4 criteria to focus on. Intelligence requirements should be singular. A strong requirement focuses on one question and only one question. They should also be atomic. The requirement should be specific to a particular event, fact, or activity. They also need to be decision-centric. The requirement should lead to making a single decision. Finally, they should be timely. A requirement should capture the time frame for usable intelligence. Satisfying these criteria will help you refine knowledge gaps into actionable intelligence requirements that your CTI team can fulfill. Let's take this requirement for example. What actors might attack our company? How does this match our criteria? Well, it does not answer a single question. It focuses on multiple threat actors. It does not lead to a single decision, and it's not even time-bound, so it's a weak requirement. Here is another requirement to assess. What are the file system indicators Fin7 has left behind in the past 6 months? This requirement asks a single question about file system indicators. It focuses on a single threat actor. It leads to a decision, can we hunt or detect these file system indicators? And it has a relevant time period attached. It is a good requirement. It takes time and practice to develop good requirements. Use the criteria outlined here to test your own requirements and ask others what they think before you start actioning them. That said, writing good intelligence requirements often comes with experience trying to satisfy those requirements, finding problems in them, and then refining them. To help you find inspiration, here are some general intelligence requirements that Intel 471 have open sourced. You can apply these to your organization to help your intelligence team get up and running. The first piece of the puzzle in creating a CTI team is defining your intelligence requirements. These guide you through the CTI lifecycle and dictate what information you need to collect. Intelligence requirements are knowledge gaps the consumer of your intelligence needs you to fulfill. Have a go at creating some for your organization and use the criteria outlined to try and refine them. You can find a free intelligence requirements template in the description of this video to help you get started. Stay tuned for more deep dives into key CTI topics and concepts. Go ahead and like and subscribe.